point where it was relatively scary, hit some good ults. But you just imagine if Babyknight does have a free lane at the start, then he's able to do some magic in these games. Very much a standout player for Imperial.
Interesting to see him go for the level 1 last word, just using that kind of as some harass. There's 150 damage at level 1. It is pretty high damage, but it's also very mana intensive, so normally you'd expect to see either the glaives or even the Arcane Curse, because the Arcane Curse slows. But bottom lane is where they'll find the first blood. The boots
really
from EGM paying off. And
their presence is certainly helping him caught up. And in fact, with EGM turning up, they could look to try and get a kill. Noya, very tanky, of course, and in fact, just turns around with the spells onto Limp. Limp's going to pop. Yeah, Babyknight should get this. One more touch will do it. The Fairy Fire, not enough to save him. And they'll get themselves a kill. Noya was dragged back by the X-Mark, has a fair bit of Shadow Poison on him. He has a Fairy Fire and a Tango to get going, but with the Torrent connecting, that should be enough. He'll get out one more Fire Blast. And in fact, oh, he's going to live. He's going to live this one. Again, just throwing out the Astral Torrent. Nothing to follow through again. Noya just makes himself present. And that is enough to stop Alliance from going in too ham on Babyknight. I mean, this Ogre pick certainly seems to just be one that could cause a lot of issues for an OD mid, and as we're seeing, just making it a lot easier for Silence to have the space. Meanwhile, top lane, though, Rise gets the catch out onto Jonassomfan. He tries to turn around and get himself out of this, but one more touch from Ace will bring him down. And Luna going from strength to strength now. Both safe laners from each side getting them.
Side camp. So give him a nice little boost.
And Jonassomfan could be in a lot of trouble there. We see this rotation coming out from Imperial. Rise to kick the action off. They'll stun this man up. TPs are coming in. It's not going to be in time, though. Jonassomfan down. The question is, can Alliance find something in return? They'll look to move it on to Noya, but the global silence is there, and indeed Ace turns around with the Eclipse, but there's 4 members of Alliance here. They're ready to fight. Imperial, they're outnumbered at the moment. The Torrent onto Ace. They've already popped most of their spells, and Alliance will look to chase down and get themselves some kills. Can they actually catch out Ace, though? That's the question. The ping's coming through. 3 levels of Shadow Poison, and Astral again to allow them to surround him. It looks like Imperial have to let Ace go, as they will lose the Luna. So Alliance reacting nicely to that one and able to get the kill onto Imperial's hard carry.
Move around the map well, so it kind of is really his job to just sit there a bit. The ganks have to come his way, which is what we're going to see here from Rise and Noya.
And Limp should be in a lot of trouble here. Babyknight from the high ground is going to be able to get the punches through, and again, that should be another stolen +2.
As much as Silencer wants to start stacking up the +2s and start stealing intel,
it's the rage, but indeed Alliance just back themselves out. Loader gets back just far enough, but hestejoe-rotten going to be ready to lead him with the Firefly, looking to chase down EGM, but Loader's there with the turnaround. Open boots come through. They have got the lasso containing Loader, but more TPs come through from Alliance, and global silence as well. hestejoe-rotten nearly falling down to the tower. He's got 3 levels of poison. Oh, it's incredibly close. Yeah, that raindrops saving his life there. Alliance still going to be looking for the kills. They'll lead in. They've caught Rise. He has been left behind by the rest of his team, and they're going to get the winning duel as well. More bonus damage for Jonassomfan as he picks that one up 10 minutes in. Just only proc 1 of them, doesn't it? Or if you have 2, does it proc?
It should only proc 1. I think it procs whichever is in like the top left slot. So he's got the one with a single charge in the slot where it'll proc first.
Well, Limp, he's going to be cursed up. Heading back up to the high ground. The stun. It's going to be juked off here by a nice save from EGM. Now the global comes out. They look to focus Limp. He's coming around for the sidelines. Limp's going to be left for dead here. The question is if Imperial can find anything more. As hestejoe leading forward. Not quite got the blink dagger yet. Still needs 200 more gold.
Smoke to happen. You don't want to play like, you don't want to hide in your base not farming. You want to just have your supports kind of act as a wall between the, like, what could be the gank coming in your carries.
Here we go. hestejoe leading onto Hansken. Hansken didn't manage to X-mark himself. I don't know if it's going to be enough to save him, and it certainly is. And Babyknight gets the final touch for it. hestejoe moves on further with the Firefly. The curse out from Babyknight. They take a second. More intelligence stolen for Babyknight, and 2 kills, and no response from Alliance. They're actually spread out across.
Quick kill.
Unless he gets the jump first. hestejoe, 1 second. He's got the lasso back up, but he is going to be the main target here by the looks of it. They're actually going to miss the Torrent. They'll drop the Demonic Purge, loaded with the Echo Saber, working on him for the low ground, but the lasso comes out. hestejoe keeping himself alive for the time being, and in fact, it's going to be Kunkka to fall first. Now with the Eclipse, they turn towards Loader. He doesn't have rage. It's already used. The finger comes through. Imperial find themselves 2. Moving on for more, chasing down Jonassomfan. Babyknight dishing out the damage at this stage. It's a triple kill for the Silencer. As Alliance getting wiped to bits there, and Imperial just playing perfectly around the rage. They go all in on hestejoe Alliance, and they just can't kill the bat.
That was a DD rune on Silencer. They didn't want to find the bat. The only way I see that working out well for Alliance is if they find Silencer and kill Silencer first. If you can somehow jump on him.
Yeah, I mean, Alliance...
He's actually going to go back to farm. Jonas, oh dear, he's got the blink money. Buy it
He's
quick.
scared.
You can't flame break that. Lasso will catch him though.
Oh yeah, hestejoe not messing around. He read those patch notes. He got the lasso, drags him back in, and Jonassomfan's down. As you said, a bit of a saving grace that he did actually manage to pick up the blink. But more intelligence for Babyknight. Nice tasty stole them close enough. That's the question. They are relatively close at the moment, and hestejoe in a pretty good position to find a bit of a catch. Obviously, it's hard against the kind of the cores and such, but there we have it. The global comes through the lasso onto Lim, but good stun onto 2. They'll surround the OD. They've taken down the Legion commander. They're moving in for more. Up to the high ground, and Imperial go up to the tier 3s. The roam is out. His TP's on caught out for 40 seconds. He doesn't really have any way of getting himself out of there if they do decide to fight. And Rise looking to lead in onto Loader. He's going to have the curse purged off here by Jonassomfan, but hestejoe's there. Finds the lasso. Needs a bit of a damage output. Ace focuses towards EGM first. They'll take him out, but already falling in the midst of the river. The Legion's down. Loader's being chased down by Imperial. hestejoe jumps forward, knocks him back in range of Rise's Hex. They take down the Lifestealer as well. Imperial 16 for 3 now at this stage. And this really does feel like it is getting to the point, kind of in game 1, where it's like, what the hell do Imperial do to bring themselves back into this one? This time, it's what the hell do Alliance do to recover from this kind of start? 25 minutes in, Loader the only one looking semi-relevant here on the Lifestealer. You know, Limp still struggling to find any kind of item at this stage of the game.
Item-wise, he looks relevant. In the team fights, he doesn't look relevant at all. He's done 0 damage in the last couple of team fights just because of the control, the lasso, the hexes, the impales. Lion actually maxed out Hex by level 9 just to help deal with the Lifestealer. This game is looking very grim.
Alliance may have to, you know, get ready to pick themselves back up and prepare for the second series of the day going up against Liquid. Which, you know, considering Liquid's performance, might be a little less
the front lines and try and just rely on him just maybe dying for the sake of Loader in the fights. I don't know. It's very, very tricky to approach any kind of a team fight.
Yeah, at this point, Imperial know if they can just find one quick pick, they can easily take Alliance in terms of numbers when it comes to pushes and fights. Even if it is just a Shadow Demon down, it just means the next engagement is going to be a 5v4. Extra bit of potency for his ultimate.
He's even got the Moonshot now, so his attack speed skyrockets with the Bloodlust. He is going to kill heroes very quick.
hestejoe ready to kick it off. Again, Lasso and Global Silence is a combo that's pretty hard to break. EGM to fall as well. There'll be a buyback from Lim. Jonassomfan looking for the wraparound, but he's going to get hexed up, taken down. Loader will come out, looks to focus down on Babyknight, will kill the Silencer, now turns towards Neuer, but the Eclipse coming out from Ace, brings down the Kunkka. It's a dieback from Lim. And, well, with the Kunkka buying back into this, Hansken trying to team up with Loader for some sort of a defense. They may have lost the Silencer, but they've still got the 4 of them standing tall as they jump in, finger him back to the fountain, and GG well played is called. It's 26-4, 29 minutes in. Imperial with a very convincing game 2, and this series, you know, it's just been a series of stomps. Game 1, Alliance, the boys in the driver's seat. Game 2, Imperial, the Danes doing it there with...